Hello, I'm Gabriel, and welcome to an episode of Gabriel Reviews, where I talk about movies and review them on my channel every Friday. And in this movie review, we're going to talk about Boys Don't Cry.
We could just start our own trailer park right here in Fall City. You don't want to go with me? Oh, I'll marry you right now.
So Boys Don't Cry is a film biopic drama film released in 1999 directed by Kimberly Pierce, and was based on the real-life story of Brandon and Tina. Now, before we go any further in this video, I kind of want to give a little warning, and I want to say that this movie review will contain spoilers, which this is the first movie review on this channel that's going to contain spoilers. So if you either haven't seen this movie or read the story of Brandon and Tina, and you might want to skip ahead and click off this video, do either watch the movie or read the story, and then come back to this video. Anyways, like I said, this movie is based off a true story of the real Brandon Tina and how he experienced many things in his life as a different person. What's interesting about this movie is that the producers wanted to film the exact place of Brandon Tina's life where the real events took place. And not only am I going to review this movie, I also kind of want to talk about Brandon and Tina's real life story while we do this review. So Boys Don't Cry falls around Brandon and Tina, played by Hilary Swank, who is a young transgender man living in Nebraska, living with a former girlfriend's brother. One night, Brandon goes to Fall City and meets new people to which he befriends, in which one of the people is named Lana Distel, to which Lana is played by Chloe Sevigny. And as Brandon befriends all these people and experiences love, his traumatic past, and living as a different person. Later on, Brandon eventually falls in love with Lana, and while living as a different person, to which they move to Memphis as Brandon is living a great life besides his past. However, Brandon is the kind of guy that sometimes gets into trouble, as even though Brandon isn't honest all the time, he gets caught with the police one night and goes to jail, and eventually Lana bails him out even though he lies. And what's even crazy about it is that Brandon's friends find out about his true identity and searching through his things. And one night, John and Tom violently attack and assault Brandon in a very bad manner. And sadly, on New Year's Eve in 1993, Brandon and Tina lost his life to both John and Tom. So basically in the movie, Brandon needed to explore his life as a transgender man and search for love in Nebraska. Alright, now let's get on to my thoughts. So if you saw my previous review of the movie $1 Million Baby, you might remember me mentioning this movie and that I've been wanting to watch this movie for a while. Well, I finally watched this movie for the first time last weekend, and all I can say is, holy cow, this movie was phenomenal. It does a very good job portraying the real-life events of Brandon and Tina that took place back then, and it really does a good job picking on Brandon and Tina very well. It has a great cinematography, the lighting effects is good around the acts, and I like the soundtrack in the movie as well. It has like songs from the 80s, as it gives like 80s vibe a little bit. And also, funny thing about this movie is that sometimes when I think of the name of this movie, the title, it always reminds me of the song by The Cure, Boys Don't Cry, in which this song is covered by someone, I can't remember his name, but that cover is played in the movie as well. And Hilary Swank puts in a career-defining performance as Brandon and Tina, and I think she deserved the Best Actress award in the year 2000. Chloe Sevigny did a really good job as Lana, and both of the actors who played as John and Tom, besides that the real Tom and John were really bad people for what they did to Brandon. Both of these actors did really good as well. The film has a lot of important themes such as romantic relationships, violence against different people, and more topics that I won't go further than. And when I will say I got to the end, I nearly started crying. I mean, the title is inaccurate for me because I know a lot of boys cry, and that I almost cried at the end. And also, the shot of Lana hugging Brandon after the assault made my heart melt and almost cry. Like, that's just a beautiful shot right there. But yeah, this is a very sad movie, but a very, very good movie. Although this movie is really hard to watch at times, and I really wish that Brandon didn't go through all the things that he kept for his gender identity for himself, because you never know, something like this will not end well. But yeah, this movie is fantastic and will definitely stick with me for as long as I live. It's probably not a movie I want to watch again in quite a while because of how hard and depressing it is, but it sure is one that will stick with me for as long as I live. Now, this movie is great. I would recommend it if you haven't seen it, but I just want to warn you that if you are sensitive to violence against different people or any kind of assault towards a victim, you might want to skip this movie. But other than that, if you're a movie buff and you like movies, definitely check this movie out. It is such a fantastic film. And this is probably Hilary Swank's best performance in her career. She really did an amazing job playing as a transgender man who died in real life. But yeah, other than that, fantastic movie. And to end out this review, I'm going to give Boys Don't Cry a 10 out of 10.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, like, comment, share, follow me on Letterboxd, and stay tuned for more videos coming out in the future. I'm Gabriel, signing off.